So they can, I guess they might not be able to get the jump onto AdmiralBulldog though.
I want to keep my eyes also on this mid lane. See how aggressive S4 wants to get. YapzOr is already rotating over as that Rubik, just to give S4 something else to think about. I don't know what that really is going to achieve with the telekinesis grab. Apart from S4 just taking a little bit of chip damage.
Yeah, not much.
KheZu cops a lot of damage too on top lane. He doesn't actually have Time Walk available. Looks like he knows he's going to burn the salve anyway.
Not sure what happened on the bottom lane, but the equilibrium's all messed up for the side of Escape. I'm not sure if AdmiralBulldog had the range creep block in front, but he will get a free wave at this.
S4, that's a lot of damage with a Cold Snap as well. YapzOr, the attack, Sunstrike well off the mark, but YapzOr's attack is right on it.
Wow.
And that's going to be S4 going down to qojqva as well as YapzOr.
S4's doing fine in terms of CS though. Even despite that one death, he's still, I would say, ahead of qojqva.
Oh, he might even kill qojqva if Rubik wasn't there with a Cold Snap. S4 thought he had another open.
Sunstrike to follow, he should die, but Ake is there to tank the gank. What a man!
Yeah, man for the team, and they're waiting. They don't want him. They want the big man.
They do not want Ake. They know that this is happening though.
Yeah, there's your jump. Sunstrike it up. They at least make sure that the Invoker gets more money, and this is something that Escape S4 with Cold Snap. He may actually, yeah, he's dead again. Everything.
And the pace of the game is just really strange for Alliance. They weren't able to control the lanes very well for Broodmother.
Oh, they're coming. AdmiralBulldog. Era knows he can find him. AdmiralBulldog is kind of, yeah, now he knows there's vision there. Low on life, they drop a secondary sentry. The Sunstrike from qojqva right in the mark, and they get him with a Chakram.
Oh, they actually want to go for him. The smoke might pop.
That Observer was so close. Now the Observer Ward. It's going to be the Blink Lasso. They find Era. Reactive Armor's up pretty high. He needs to chain himself away from this, but they keep the stuns nicely chained from Alliance. And Siddarin got there too late. Has to Cold Embrace. He's got the Curse available. This may create a little bit of space, but Alliance beautifully spaced out, meaning the Curse will be completely useless, and they go from one to the other. S4 Blink comes back off cooldown, starts sticking Napalm, Flame Break, just pushing YapzOr back. He tries to go for his own Flame Break steal, but getting swapped back in. This will be 3 hero kills going the way of Alliance, finally getting on the board. KheZu. Well, how's your prediction? His prediction's good! He went for the dust! He found AdmiralBulldog! The Chronosphere would be committed as well. The Sunstrike's coming in. It'll connect. And the swap out. The damage is still there from the Rubik. It was RK going for this.
Over there. There's no support close by.
He just time walks forward too.
Wow.
Oh, well, Lasso. Goodbye, KheZu.
They were gone for way too long.
Free tower. Escape have to come back. Era is a man with a TP scroll though.
qojqva just used his he's up there though.
Yeah, he just went to go up. But he's going to at least try and go for the trade-off. S4 dropping so low. They weren't ready for that one. The Tipper Chain barely missing the tree that S4 was standing next to. Era a little bit off the mark. That one he's going to get. The Shallow Grave from EGM. Buying time. The Curse. Make sure S4 can't TP out. The Sunstrike's coming in. So say goodbye to your bat this game. You're going to find the Lasso. YapzOr, the man to be dragged up at the moment. He only steals Flame Break. Might have wanted something a little bit better than that, but he'll still burn. No matter what he does. He wants his teammates to arrive, so Bulldog moves over into the Insatiable Hunger. Era, the stun from RK won't last long enough. KheZu starts with time dilation, wants a Chrono on Bulldog. The swap out from RK is going to guarantee his death with the extra damage from Sunstrike. Loda better than anybody else, and that's what YapzOr is going for. The pickup, the telekinesis grab. He's not going to go for the swap just yet. In fact, currently he's dealing with the illusion being mirrored onto him. But Loda slowed down with a Cold Snap. Still waiting this one out with a deafening blast. Now we start to really qojqva flex those muscles, and they go for more. The swap is over on EGM, stealing the weave now in favor of YapzOr's team. EGM picked up and thrown back into the rest of ESC, and EGM will be dropping down. S4 will be too slow to find a target, or maybe he will be finding EGM. Warps the Chronosphere. EGM needs a 4-staff. Someone needs to get him out of that pit right now. Picked up, and it will be RK actually swapping him out, but Era waiting for EGM. The Shallow Grave will make him work for this a little bit harder, and they don't want RK by the looks of it. EGM will still end up going down to Era as Era goes in harder. pops the Shiva's guard, slowing down. S4 has to trigger the BKB with qojqva behind him, but the physical damage is more than enough from Escape to burn through him. And now Loda starting up the fight with all the illusions. The curse is out, but Bulldog chasing down KheZu up on the high ground. You can tornado, create more space. Loda's illusions still keep fighting with it. This being a 2-for-2 trade-off. You sunder the life of Era, the Orchid. The silence is actually there now from Bulldog, but the embrace, it's cold from Cinderin, but it'll be enough to keep Era alive while Loda dies in front of his own tier 3 tower. They hunt for more Arcade. Finally, the man who tried to save.
He's still too tanky though.
Oh, he's found the dazzle. Sunstrike, that hit so perfect. Or some kind of swap. If they can isolate one of the players from Escape, now having the full Bloodthorn over on the Broodmother, they might be able to just instantly kill one.
Oh, S4 trying to de-ward, but he will get caught.
Oh, will he? Yes, the Chronosphere. S4 gets the BKB off. The Sunstrike still coming in. S4 copying too much damage. EGM is forced to use the Shallow Grave. Meanwhile, in the backlines, Broodmother slips in, and Cinderin, well, we know he sucks up against the Broodmother. In this case, he dies just as quick. And the rest of Escape want to kind of disengage. They don't have to fight Alliance unless someone hangs around like Bulldog does. He gets picked up, thrown down with a call snap. The damage is so huge. They swap him out, but the attacks from qojqva, they still follow through, and they go for even more. The EMP burn. Alliance gonna have almost nothing left. They try and push away from Loda and all of his illusions until they're ready to fight him up again. So further north, the rest of Alliance licking their wounds. KheZu, that's way too much damage he's taking, has to time walk it off. Era comes to the front lines. He knows RK is low. Tornado's not going to be catching up S4. But Loda also having a little bit of trouble. YapzOr picks him up, throws him down. He's got the swap available. The problem is he gets stunned up by RK. Now Gem of True Sight. So they have the vision still. Loda try and break free. Era so low, but the Invoker, he's killing with an EMP. Looking for even more. EGM over the tree lines. The Ice walk out to safety. And it's RK who's hunting on the bottom lane for Era. Sharkram's a long way up, but qojqva, he knows this is a little too easy. When Era can blink in, get the Whirling Death. Just means you don't have buybacks, you don't have them twice over. Jump in from Era, finding EGM. They might be able to remove the Shallow Grave again. Bulldog hunting down Cinderin. He'll be able to finish that job. As, well, RK 4 staffs away, but he already gave the stun over. Was the Rubik as qojqva. Easy pushback on Bulldog. And he's got nothing else to really give at the moment. His BKB was already triggered. He's down for 81 seconds. And Loda looking for the damage now. He has to stand his ground. He has to fight. RK was able to save S4 from the Chronosphere. So they just keep stealing swap. The last who's there from S4. KheZu trapped, and Loda, he actually has the strength. He has the opening. They brought down qojqva. They brought down the big man. The question is, can they get the twofer? Can they get both Era and qojqva? Era kind of stuck in the trees for a little bit. Loda still fighting it up. But there's 20 reactive armor charges from Era protecting him, not to mention everything else he's got with YapzOr on the back lines. Can swap S4 back over. The Force Spear is still in range, but Era, he went left while the swap went right. So they
will die very quickly aside from...
They're coming for Era. AdmiralBulldog's got the Bloodthorn, slowing down Era. He needs to wait until the chain. Okay, well, the rest of the team's going to arrive. Lotus Orb will allow Era to break free. Now S4 jumping in. They have to wait the Lotus Orb out. Then they can lasso if they want to and just hold him here as he does a hell of a lot of damage. EMP Tornado. Era will finally pop. S4 triggers the BKB. He wants to go for more. Problem is, his home is in trouble. The top lane's been from RK, actually saving EGM, but the Chronosphere from KheZu, it catches 3, including S4 in the back lines. qojqva wants to finish the job. The Deafening Blast, it pushes it back a little bit. He has to bail out from Loda. That BKB is just too much. Already gone. There's a loop around the back from AdmiralBulldog, and he focuses instantly over on YapzOr. The Cold Embrace from Cinderin will save it, but KheZu locked in the front lines, never even got one ulti off, so they curse over on AdmiralBulldog. This buys space for qojqva to get himself away. They blink out, and Alliance showing their strength once again that they can fight, but Era wants to go. S4 snapping towards the air. He'll hit the ground, but Era in a little bit of trouble. Lotus Orb will help him break free. The Shallow Grave let S4 also fight with a little bit more confidence too, but Era needs to chain away. The swap is there. It's YapzOr going back in again. The Gem of True Sight will be lost, however. And now is the swap in from RK. They keep Era in the fight. Alliance are currently doing it very well to a point where they bring down 3 players at ESC. They don't get qojqva, who's still hovering around.
Especially if he time walks.
Well, there it is. Intres, they BT forward. They go after EGM. Sunstrike's going to kick in. It's only going to be the one Chronosphere. But that's 70 seconds without the Dazzle.
Yeah, he doesn't
escape in the past.
Yep.
Maybe not so much during this tournament. Back when they were known as No Diggity, people were banning any Faceless Void in the first two just because of the fact he kept finding 4 5-man chronos. Now he jumps in, finds S4, goes for the first one. RK will end up sacrificing his life as he swaps out S4. Will he survive? EGM gets a shallow grave. RK may get himself out. This one, Bulldog hunting down Cinder, and the Ghost Set's protected him for now, but not anymore. Bulldog just reeling away. The Lotus Orb is up. Yapsor actually picking himself up with this one. They Chronosphere onto S4. Will they find the damage? Sunstrike, Chakrams, they're going all onto S4, but again EGM with this shallow grave. He's buying more space, and Bulldog goes for more initiation. So S4 is able to survive. The Rubik will go down. So a 1-for-1 trade-off. Loda into the fight too. Escape, do you still feel you got enough to fight? You burn both your Chronospheres. And Loda could just bring out that Refresher Orb and get his Metamorphosis back up again in a second, as well as his BKB. But the curse! Cinderin! He finds the opening! S4! They swap him back out again! So S4 being chased down by the Forge Spirits, but Alliance breaking 3 of the 3-men. Huge curse! But now they're grouped up outside the base. Loda, he wanted to sunder, but the Lotus Orb cancels it. He doesn't find what he wants, and now he's down for 95 seconds. The buyback will come. He'll actually come back to the front lines with the BTs, but how many more of his teammates will still be alive? Era's fighting in the front line. Cinderin goes down. qojqva, they find the damage. They bring him down. Era's on the run too. The sole survivor for Escape, but they still have to defend their home. The tier 3 tower's under attack. A rather large wave gone. They jump in. KheZu, the BTs are coming in too. It's going to arrive. A 3-man chrono. That's big. It got RK as well. There's no saving grace. Even the magic missile will be stolen to keep RK under control. The supports, the curse is there. Loda, will he unwillingly kill his best friend with the chakram down? It's going to happen. Wyvern will find the kill. There's still a 2-for-1 trade-off as the Rubik got picked off in the back lines. Again, Bulldog being an absolute pest. And that is going to be... The fortification will slow things down. Loda going to trigger that Metamorphosis. Bulldog back to the front lines again. Needs the BKB, Insatiable Hunger. Cinderin first to fall, but KheZu, the double Chronosphere. This could be it right now. He refreshes. He goes for the second one, but Loda pushed back out and then pushed back in again by the Deafening Blast. The Aegis the Immortal will trigger. S4's being focused in the meantime on the sidelines, and the buyback out from Bulldog. RK back to the front lines. S4 is low. The shallow grave is up, so S4 can survive through this. Tornado tries to create space, picking up Bulldog, throwing him down with the EMP. They're going to burn down a little bit, but the EMP doesn't burn enough. It's just the Ice Wall, which keeps Alliance basically moonwalking out the front of their base. They do manage to pick up Faceless Void, so KheZu will drop. And the only thing that was really lost is a lot of life from tier 4 and the range Rex again in mid until Era, he comes back in for another fight. Or will he? Getting a Firefly. He finds Yapsor, but Yapsor blinks away in time. Era's going to come over. S4, there's a BT coming on top of him. It's AdmiralBulldog at the front lines, but the curse! It's going to lock Bulldog in. S4's pulled away, and Loda, he will end up killing off S4. Too much damage from the Terrorblade working against Alliance. You still have Timber as well as Void on the sideline, but they both have buyback. Yapsor, that's an Aghanim's upgraded swap, but then S4, he finds Yapsor, drag him in the corner, brace a Chronosphere. It got Bulldog and S4. The Chakrams are coming in. KheZu wants to kill the secondary Chrono. They're going to bring down RK as well as AdmiralBulldog. There's nowhere to go. S4's even just on the tip of it too. The shallow grave is not enough. The 2 of them are down. Loda, he needs to be huge. He needs to be massive. He's picking off the back lines. The Yule Scepter will end up saving the Rubik, dodging those 3 attacks. The Chakram slowing down Loda. He'll come over to Era. Where is this damage output? They can't keep up with it. They have to back out now, ESC as well. By the time, no reason to risk it. You still got the melee racks in the mid.
We'll have 5 heroes for this push.
And qojqva, they give him the Lotus Orb protection. Already the jump is over on EGM. Managed to actually get Lotus up. There's too many weird abilities flying around with these Lotus Orbs. But the bottom rack's being attacked. Loda, Metamorphosis up again. Wants KheZu. KheZu, Chronosphere's off cooldown in 1 second time, and then he can turn, but Era still standing on top of Loda. They want a better position for this, and this is a pretty damn good one. Loda on the stairs, isolated KheZu. There goes your Chronosphere. They need to kill Loda right now, and he's dropping. The shallow grave is up for EGM. They swap him out as well. Is Terrorblade in deep. Sunders over an RK, but the curse is on RK as well. Oh, Loda again has to kill off his own teammates unwillingly, thanks to Cinderin. They go for more. Swap back out again. It's qojqva who's the man who's saved, but Loda, the damage is there. qojqva force-staffed in, unwillingly, too deep. Triple kill for Loda. You still have Era inside the base, but S4 will not let him escape. Loda, the shallow grave is allowing him to fight in the front lines, and they get through. It's an ultra kill for Loda. The bottom racks is barely intact. It's the range racks on 3, 4, 7. All that is left. Does Escape have enough? Can they end this game? They're dead for so long.
I think they have to go right now when Invoker doesn't have his buy.
Era force-staffed up by Synderen, trying to push him away to safety. The Swim Blast will slow down the push, but that damage from Loda is just so high. Do they go past it? Yeah, they are. They're coming in. They got 40 seconds while this Invoker is down. They're going to go for a straight GG push. Not a single Rax has been taken. Fortification will slow it down. KheZu now back to World of the Living. Time walks out. He needs a Chronosphere and he gets it. He isolates Loda, but S4 still causing problems. This Chronosphere, there's no follow-up. Loda at least was controlled, but they don't find the kill. He's going for the Fortress with a BKB protection. KheZu now actually has to go again for the Chronosphere, but he hasn't got enough of them. Now they can just keep attacking it. This could be Alliance's game right now, and they've got it! 71 minutes! They actually take it on the back of the Rapier Terrorblade. Alliance take game 1 against Escape after Escape. Look, they had everything slammed into the bag. They lost it all.
Damn, that was an amazing comeback by Alliance there, and that's that's objective gaming at its finest. The Rapier was a brilliant choice by Terrorblade. Generally, the Rapier is really bad because it doesn't work on your illusions, but his illusions are getting controlled by Invoker anyways, and when you go for the throne, you need as much damage as possible. That was so clutch by everyone on Alliance to close out that game.
That's what Alliance does best, right? They're the guys that are able to win games so late, by making these critical decisions. They don't need a single Rax. They hold the line, and they're still capable of winning. And Escape, that's going to be brutal. And that's a brutal start as well. That's the way you start a full best of 5. The whole best of 5 series, and that's game number 1. I can't wait for game number 2. We're going to be back. We're going to be back in just a bit.